Welcome back to the Los Angeles Angels draft-only franchise. We showed the first 9 games of the season in the last episode, mostly highlights. Got all of opening day at the White Sox. Got to see the first major league hits for Ricky Garner, Ray Harvey, and Luke Grace. Still waiting on first home runs from Garner and Grace. But I promised you in that episode we would get a look at the scouting for the draft to begin this one, and that's what we're going to do right now. You can see the diamond on the screen right there, showing our position rankings for all the teams. So we are killing it in the bullpen, first, short, and on the mound. And it's got us 22nd at second base, but we have a generational player there. And Grace is going to take care of catching there. And we have some high potential guys down in the minors in left field, but they're way down in the low 60s, high 50s, so they're ways away. So that's why the ratings are where they are. But we are going to be looking for guys that can help us more on an immediate basis for this draft, because we only have this year and next year left before the new game comes out. So let's hop in here in scouting. And this is a guy like I was referring to, this Floyd Medrano. He's got very tight splits. He's already 20 years old. And he's got really high numbers across the board. I don't expect him to come in at 93, 92. He'll probably come in somewhere in the high 70s. So probably take 20 points off each one of those. But that's the guys that we're going to be looking for, guys that don't need a lot of time in the minors. They can come in, fill a role on the team as a backup and a part-time player. And that's what we're going to be looking for. And we're going to discover international pitchers and scout the whole international starting pitching region first. Let's go look at the rest of the players. And see the number 1 player, Diego Garcia. Type of player I'd be looking for, but we're not going to get him, picking where we are at number 22. We also have a pick at 32. That's for the Rookie of the Year for Derek Siddiqui. So another one, Diego Guzman, starting pitcher. We won't have any chance for any of these guys here at the top of the draft. And I've already started going through and looking players from like 17 on. But I want to give you a look at all these players where they are. I have not been able to find any hitters that are generational players. This guy's just got too much on the stealing and speeding. And this guy's speed and stealing are too high, so knock everything down on that. They need to be flatter. This guy's just a speed defense, no bat. Again, I am going to scout Kyler because I don't expect his fielding to be that high, but he should have really good power against right-hand pitching. And we have a closer here near the top. I will definitely look at him. But there are no generational pitchers like we had with Siddiqui. There are a number of pitchers, relief pitchers, and closing pitchers that we will look at specifically because high strikeout guy there and Darryl Taylor. They can come in and make an immediate impact. But you can see catching drops off pretty quickly. First base drops off very quickly. Second base, and we got 3 guys in the top 20, and then it drops off. Third base, 1 guy, and then it drops to the 30s and 40s. And shortstop's very weak. So it is not a stellar draft class. Glad I'm not drafting at the very top of this class because it doesn't look very good. So the guys we're going to look for, mentioned Medrano at center field, had him on there first. And Kyler, I'm going to look at him. We also want to look at first base and Infante, because again, power bat. I'm going to look at this Torrey Miller in left field. Great vision and discipline. He's not maxed out anywhere, so he could come in on the higher side. I want to look at this Kareem Johnson as well, even though he's 18 years old. He's relatively flat, but I don't expect him to be, he's definitely not a generational because his potential is capped at 95, but I'd like to see what he looks like and if he can play multiple positions on the infield. Also want to look at Roger Medina. Pretty flat bat, stealing is high, so it's going to knock everything down. Also, Ken Bai at third base. He could come in. He won't be at 99, but he could come in on the higher end. Also want to get a look at this 19-year-old Brandon Owen. Very flat across the board all the way, except for his speed and stealing. And Ali Goss is another one I'd like to look at because he has great contact, really good vision, pretty good stealing and speed. Just not going to be a power bat, and his defense is not stellar either. Wish this game didn't have so many 5'7" players in it, but that's the kind of player we're looking for until we discover other hitters, whether it's infield or outfield. If our Discovery Scout can do his job, then that would be helpful as well. But that's your quick rundown on the draft class. And now we're going to hop in. As I stopped here against Cleveland, our first homestand, and we're going to blow through the month of April and get us down here somewhere in the middle of May, so that the next episode we can get through May and June and all the way up to the draft, which will be this date right here. And then that episode, obviously, we'll start with the draft, home run derby, all-star game, and get us through the trade deadline. But we're going to try and get through this season pretty quick. I want to make sure we get to the playoffs, have time for the playoffs. Like I said earlier, we only have this season and one more before the new game comes out. And if we have a long playoff run, I want to be able to show that. So let's stop talking about the prospects and what we're going to do in future episodes, and let's get into this one right now. And I made some lineup changes for this first game at Tampa Bay. Luke Grace hitting so well. I pushed him all the way up to number 2 spot. And you can see he gets a 1-out single. So he's going to be on first base with Edgar Mota stepping in, as we are still on that career home run number 100 watch. He's sitting at 98. Let's hop in here and see if he can get number 99. All right, Edgar hitting .313 on the season, 2 home runs, 8 RBI. On the MVP and Rookie of the Year, his first year. Just finished, I think, 3rd MVP last year. Takes a strike. Edgar's got the count even at 2-2. Looking for a career home run number 99. Here's the pitch from Sproat. And he takes strike 3. There's Ricky hitting 200. No home runs for RBI. Still looking for that first big fly. Top of the second here. Nobody on, nobody out. At Tampa Bay. Here's the pitch from Brandon Sproat. Swing the bat. Scoreless game, top of the third. Harvey with a single. Luke Grace with a single. Edgar Mota looking for career home run number 99. He's going to be up with 2 on and 2 out. Hop in and take a watch. All right, Edgar's ahead in the count, 3-1 now. See if he can sit dead red. Here's the pitch. And that's ball 4. So bases are going to be loaded for Jesus Made. We're going to keep it right here and watch this at bat. Made hitting .257, 2 home runs, 4 RBI. Bringing that average up just a little bit. Bases loaded, 2 out here, top of the third. Here's a pitch from Sproat. And it's going to be a line drive. Base hit to center field. That's going to score a pair. So throw comes back in. Mota goes all the way to third, and it is 2-0 Angels here in the top of the third. There we go. Loves hitting cleanup. See this replay. It's just a nice line drive back up the middle. That'll bring in Ricky Garner with men at the corners and 2 out. Still looking for that first career home run in the bigs. He's down in the count, 1-2. Here's the pitch from Sproat. Swings and misses and strikes out. And Mason win with a 2-run double, ties the game in the bottom of the third. Now Edgar Mota's up here, top of the 5th. 2-2 tie at Tampa Bay. See if he can get home run number 99. Mota hitting .303 with 2 home runs. Walked and scored earlier. Here's the 1-0 pitch. A ground ball. Second baseman's got it. Spin. Throws a second for 1. The relay is too late. Jesus Made, 3-run shot here in the 5th inning, and he's driven in all 5 runs in this game. And we pick it up here on the top of the 7th. 6-2 lead by the Angels. Grace with a 1-out walk, and Mota still looking for home run number 99. Roansy Contreras on the mound for Tampa Bay. Here's the first pitch to Mota. There's a high fly ball into left field, running back and shy of the track. Left fielder will have that for the 2nd out. And the Angels win game 1 at Tampa Bay 6-2. Gonsolin with a gem. Goes to 2-0. Sproat the loss. Check the box score out. 2 hits for Santana, 2 hits and 2 walks for Grace. The guy has just been phenomenal at the plate. That's why we pushed him up to number 2 in the order. Jesus Made, 3 hits, drives in 5 of the 6 runs. Had a home run and a 2-run single, a 3-run homer and a 2-run single. Ricky Garner 0 for 4 with 4 Ks. Not good. Rosario hit a solo shot. Santana with a steal, and there you see the gem by Gonsolin, and Perez finished it off. And we're here in the top of the 3rd inning of Game 2 against Tampa Bay. Leandro Santana with a 1-out home run to get us on the board. Grace with another base hit, and that brings up Edgar Mota, 2 home runs shy of number 100 in his career. Let's see if he can get number 99 right now. See Edgar hitting 270, 2 home runs, 8 RBI. Edward Cabrera on the mound for Tampa Bay. Count even at 2. Here's the pitch to Mota. It's a high fly ball in left center field. Left fielder racing back, and it is off the wall. Not a home run. It should be an RBI double, though. Here's the throw to the plate. Oh, no, he holds him at 3rd. Okay. No home run. Slim 1-0 lead by the Angels. We got 1 on, 1 out, top of the 9th. Ricky Garner up. Let's see if he can get his first career home run. Ricky 0 for 1 with 2 walks today. He's 0 for 5 in the series, and all 5 outs have been strikeouts. Peter Yamamoto on the mound for Tampa Bay. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Ricky. There's a line shot in the left center field. That's going to get down and go all the way to the wall. It's not a home run, but it's going to give us a 2-0 lead as he gets a big RBI double here in the 9th inning. I'll take the doubles. Still want to see the home run, but we'll take that hit. See the replay. Right down the middle, just hammers it into the gap. Center fielder trying to race over there and hold Ricky to a double. I'll take it. And Ray Harvey with an RBI single right after that makes it 3-0 Tampa Bay. And the Angels win the first 2 games of this series as Derek Siddiqui throws a 5-hit shutout. Edgar Mota with the loss. Got some late insurance runs. Hopefully this team is heating up right now. Look at this box score. 2 hits for Grace. Solo shot by Santana. RBI double by Garner and single by Harvey. Garner also with 2 walks. And Derek Siddiqui, 9 innings, 5 hits, no walks, 12 strikeouts as he gets the complete game shutout. And we have a critical situation here in Game 3 as we're up 7-1 trying to go for the sweep. Jesus Mate is a home run shy of the cycle. Luke Grace on base again. Let's hop in here and see if Mate can hit for the cycle. All right, JP Massey on the mound for Tampa Bay. See Mate's up to 348 on the season. My goodness. What a 4 for 4 will do early in the season. Triple, 2 singles, a double, 2 runs scored, 1 RBI. 1-0 pitch from Massey. Ripped right to first base. Kept that out of the corner. We have a 7-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the 8th. And the Angels will go to Tampa Bay and sweep the Rays as we win Game 3 7-1. Freddie Lorenz goes to 2-1. Nick Lodolo takes the loss. Take a look at this box score. Santana 2 hits. Jesus Mate 4 for 5. He was a home run shy of the cycle. Edgar Mota 2 for 5. 3 RBIs. He hits home run number 99 in his career. Rada 3 hits, drives in 2. Harvey with a hit. Grace with a hit. Garner with a hit. 4 more strikeouts. Mota with a stolen base. Freddie Lorenz 1 run over 8 innings as we get the sweep. And our road trip continues as we head to Houston. See, we're 2 games better than them. They are one of our main competitors in the division. Luke Grace, the rookie, sitting on a 10-game hitting streak early in the season. My goodness. What a trade. Here we go. Ricky Garner, top of the 3rd, leading off. Still looking for that first major league home run. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Ricky. Ripped to short. That's not going to be a homer. And Luke Grace extends his hitting streak to 11 games. And that brings up Edgar Mota with 1 on and nobody out here in the 4th inning, sitting on 99 career home runs. Edgar hitting 283 early in the season with 3 home runs, 11 ribs. We will be following his at-bats till he hits career home run number 100. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Mota. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out. Not what we were hoping for. And the Angels were down 1-0 after an Acuna home run in the 4th inning. But here in the 8th inning, Rada leadoff double. Rosario singles him home. Harvey with a double. It's now 2-1. And Ricky Garner looking for a career home run number 1. Let's see if he gets it. All right, on the mound for the Astros, Edwin Uceda. We know how tough he is. Pitched for the A's last year. There's a shot to left, and there it goes! 2-run shot for Ricky Garner makes it 4-1 in his first Major League home run. Finally. He's been struggling at the plate as we've watched all of his ABs, but he finally got one that he could drive, and it's now 4-1 lead, 4 runs in the inning for the Angels. See the replay. Just hammered that. 354. Didn't get a cheap one into the box. Now he gets the silent treatment in the dugout. Come on, guys. He worked hard for that one. There they go. Finally. And Desert Guzman follows that with a solo shot. He's been struggling as well. Now Edgar Mota comes up with nobody on and 2 out. Still looking for career home run number 100. Kevin Ginkel on the mound for the Astros. His first pitch to Edgar. That's ground to third, and that's not going to be a home run, but we get 5 runs in the inning. And the Astros get 2 back in the bottom of the 8th. 2 out, 2-run homer by Pena. It's time to go to the pen. And the Angels, with a furious comeback in the 8th inning, win this game 5-3. Tyler Bremner, first win of the season. Jason Foley, his 4th save. As we see Ricky Garner get his first Major League home run on camera. Finally, check the box score. 1 hit for Grace. That extends his hitting streak to 11. Rada with a hit. Rosario with 2. Harvey with a hit and an RBI. Garner with a 2-run shot. Guzman with a solo shot. Bremner 3 runs over 7 innings. Perez and Foley come in and shut him down and get a big division win against one of our main rivals. And now that the Ricky Garner first Major League home run is in the books, we won't be following him around, and I won't have to sim so many games. You can see we are on a hot stretch. We've won 5 games in a row. We've actually won 8 out of 10, and we are up to 9-4 record. Luke Grace got a hit in this game right here to extend his hitting streak to 11 games, so he's got a nice little hitting streak going at the start of his career. And from here on out, it's just the Edgar Mota career home run number 100 watch. And I'll follow him around and record his ABs until we actually see him get that 100th home run. And I want to apologize. The audio for these games right here, I forgot I had it muted. And so there's no gameplay audio, and I apologize, but I fixed that, and we will have gameplay audio for the rest of the episode. And game 2 at Houston as we go for the series win. Take the first 2 games, try to bury these guys in the standings early. All right, top of the first, Santana grounded out. Made with a double, so now Mota's up with 1 on and 1 out as he looks for career home run number 100. See Edgar, 265, 3 home runs, 11 RBI. A little bit of a mini slump on this road trip. And we got a full count now. Bolton Gordon on the mound for Houston. Have no idea about him. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a ground ball to first base. Toss to the pitcher. Runner's going to move up, and there's 2 down. Top of the 8th, we're down 6-0. Santana singled and stole second. Made grounded out, so Mota up, man on second, 1 out, looking for career home run number 100. Mota 0 for 6 in the series. Threw a walk his last time. Count even at 2 now. Brian Baker on the mound for Houston. Here's the pitch to Mota. Swing and a miss at a pitch to the dirt. And a wild throw to first base. And Mota's going to be safe, and the runner goes to third on the play. What a weird play that was. Strikeout, wild pitch. See the replay. Way in the dirt. Nasty pitch. Gets away from the catcher. And then a wild throw. And we have men at the corners. Clyde Rosario coming up. Rosario would get an RBI single. It's now 6-1 Astros. Ryan Ward with a solo shot makes it 8-2. And game 2, we would fall to the Astros 8-2. Colton Gordon with the win. He's 3-0 in the season. Bowden Francis takes his first loss as Houston evens up the series. Look at the box score. 2 hits for Santana, 1 for Made, 2 for Rada, 2 for Ward. Mota 0 for 3 with a walk and strikeout, so he doesn't get the home run. Ryan Ward came in to give Garner a rest. It's a solo shot, his first of the year. Santana, 2 steals. Bowden Francis had a rough start. And we'll just like to wash that away and go on to game 3 and see if we can take this series. And we have game 3 here in Houston as we try to win the series, split the first 2 games. Luke Grace on an 11-game hit streak, got the day off yesterday. See if he can push that up to 12. And we get a walk by Leandro Santana to start the game. He steals second. Grace draws a walk, so we have 2 on, nobody out for Edgar Mota, still sitting on 99 career home runs. All right, Edgar, perfect time. Mini slump here, facing Ronel Blanco. Takes a strike right down the middle of the first pitch. He was up over 300 when the series started, so we need to get him going. And the 1-1 pitch from Blanco. There's a shot into left field. Alvarez racing over to the corner, and shy of the track, he'll have it for the first out of the inning. And Luke Grace gets his 12-game hitting streak as he hits his first career home run at the major league level. Now we're down 2-1, and we pick it up here in the top of the 6th. Luke Grace with the leadoff walk, so we got tying run on base. Edgar Mota looking for career home run number 100. Edgar having a rough series. Dropped almost 100 points off his average. Heading to count 1-0. Here's a pitch from Blanco. There's a line drive into left field, down into the corner. That's not going to be a home run, but it's going to be off the wall. Alvarez gets the ball back in. Here comes the relay to the plate, and Grace is out. Nice throw, nice relay. We still have the tying run in scoring position, though. See this replay. Inside out. Line drive into the corner. Extra base hit. Grace didn't have the wheels. Strong throw to the relay, and even stronger throw to the plate. Let me pick this game up in the top of the 8th inning. Biggio walked. Santana forced him. Then he stole second. Grace grounded out. They had the tying run at second base. 2 out. Edgar Mota up. Still looking for career home run number 100. And they're going to intentionally walk him, so we're not getting a chance to see that. Ray Harvey's going to run for him. He represents the go-ahead run. That'll bring in Jesus Made. See if he can find a gap somewhere. Chase Shugart on the mound, and first pitch swinging. That's a foul ball. Made, 1 for 11 in the series. He and Mota are both struggling. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be ripped into left field towards the corner. Alvarez chasing back on the track, and he's got it. As the Astros dodge another bullet. And we would get the tying run on base again in the 9th, but Josh Hader would shut us down as the Astros win games 2 and 3 and take the series. Their offense dried up after game 1. Look at this box score. Grace with a home run and 2 walks. Mota with a double. Rada, base hit. Ward, base hit. Drew 5 walks. Couldn't get any runs in. Santana, 2 more steals. Gonsolin didn't pitch badly at all. We just dried up, like I said, on offense. Another big 3-game series against the division rivals. We head to Texas. Luke Grace gets the scoring started here in the top of the 1st of game 1 against Texas. Solo shot. Extends his hitting streak, and now he's got 2 home runs. He's got more home runs now than Garner and Harvey, so surprising that he's leading the rookies in home runs, but that's going to bring up Edgar Mota with a chance to hit his 100th career home run. Let's hop in and see if he does it. All right, Edgar had a rough series against the Astros. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A high fly ball in the center field, and that's going to be an out. Ray Harvey gets his 2nd home run of the season. Says, hey, Luke, I can do that too. Pick this up in the top of the 3rd inning. It's 2-1 Angels. Grace on first. 1 out. Edgar Mota looking for career home run number 100. Edgar, good power numbers. Struggling with the contact right now, though. Heading count 1-0. Here's a pitch from Rodriguez. It's going to be a tapper back to the pitcher in front of the plate. Actually, catcher gets it. Throw to first, and he beats it. So an infield single. Pick this game up in the top of the 7th. Still 2-1 Angels. Luke Grace with a 1-out walk brings up Edgar Mota, trying to get some insurance runs, and he's trying to get home run number 100 in his career. Kumar Rocker on the mound for the Rangers. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Mota. Here's a high fly ball to left center field. Left fielder racing back to the track, and he catches it. Saves an extra base hit. And Bryson Stott with a 2-run triple here in the bottom of the 8th inning gives the Rangers a 3-2 lead. Single by Seager off Miller makes it 4-2. And we're going to hop to the top of the 9th. Angels up 2-1, give up 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. That'll bring up Edgar Mota, our last hope now, with nobody on and 2 out. So he's got a single today. Looking for home run number 100. We're also looking for a base runner to get the tying run to the plate. James MacArthur, their closer, in, and there's a foul ball. Angels were up 2-1. Now they're down 4-2. Here's the pitch to Mota. And it's going to be a base hit in the right field, and we get the tying run to the plate now. There we go. Now bring in Jesus Mate. He's 2 for 4, 2 singles, 2 steals. Got his average over 300. Looking for a big fly like he had on opening day. Get this game tied. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike on the corner. Count even at 2. Arthur trying to get the save for the Rangers. They rally late off Derek Siddiqui. Here's the pitch. Mate swings and misses and strikes out, and the Rangers steal game 1. Siddiqui was pitching a gem, ran into trouble, and they rallied off him. Tough loss for us. Put up 11 hits, only scored 2 runs as Siddiqui goes to 2-2. Bednar with the win in relief. MacArthur his 7th save. Look at this box score. Highly annoying. Santana 0 for 5. Garner 0 for 4. Everybody else had at least 1 hit. I'm sorry, Rada was 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. A lot of strikeouts. 3 hits for Rosario, 2 for Harvey, 2 for Mate, 2 for Mota. Home runs by Grace and Harvey. 2 steals by Mate. And Siddiqui, 4 runs, 4 hits, 3 walks, 8 Ks. Deserved better. We lose game 1. And we're down here in Texas for game 2 of this divisional series between the Rangers and the Angels. Luke Grace, 13-game hitting streak. Got his first Major League home run as well. Got his second Major League home run. Looking to extend this to 14 games. Jesus Mate, solo shot, gives the Rangers a 1-0 lead. And Ryan Jeffers with a 2-run shot here in the bottom of the 8th off Freddie Lorenz, and it's now 3-1 Rangers. Picked this game up in the top of the 9th. Nobody on, 1 out. Edgar Mota up. The Rangers put up a 3 spot in the bottom of the 8th inning, take the lead. Team Mota 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Ever since that first game at Houston, our offense has been anemic. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher, and that's going to be an easy out. And the Rangers would get another come-from-behind victory as they win 3-1. Cole Winn with the win, Lorenz with the loss, MacArthur with the save as they put up 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to steal another game in the series. This box score, 2 hits for Mate, including a home run, was the extent of our offense, as only 1 other hit in the game by Harvey, only 1 walk. Lorenz pitched the gem and gave up a home run late. And game 3 down here in Texas. Need to get this win so we don't get swept after losing 2 out of 3 at Houston. It'd be a terrible road trip. Gonna hop to the top of the 2nd. Edgar Mota. Whole team is struggling offensively outside of Mate, so we dropped him to 4th in the lineup. Dropped Santana to 3rd. Down 1-0 early against Chase Petty. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low. Mota ahead in the count 2-1. Here's the pitch from Petty. Line shot into left field, down the line towards the corner, and it's off the wall. It's going to be an extra base hit, just not a home run. We're down 4-2 here in the top of the 6th. Nobody on, 2 out. Edgar Mota still looking for career home run number 100. Mota down in the count 1-2. I cannot wait for him to hit this home run so we can get back to straight simming some games. Here's a ground ball to second base, and he's going to get gunned down at first to end the inning. Ray Harvey ties the game with a 2-run shot here in the top of the 7th inning. Offense has been non-existent, and they're finally starting to wake up, hopefully. And Jesus Mate, leadoff homer here in the 8th. We take the lead. Maybe we can steal a win from them. And the Angels turn the tables on the Rangers after they stole the first 2 games late. We bounce back, steal game 3 late, win 5-4. Danny Young the win, Jason Foley with the save. We salvaged 1 game in this series like we did in Houston. Rough road trip. Check the box score. Made, solo shot, gave us the lead. Mota had a double early. Ryan Ward, 3 hits. Ray Harvey with a 2-run homer and a sac fly. Bremner, very rough start. Aguiar comes in and pitches great. Let's look at our bullpen. 1 hit allowed over the last 6 innings. That's how you do it. And I have been watching all of these games, quick managing, hopping in when Mota bats and all the rookies, and I'm kind of tired of doing that. So we're just going to do some quick sim here, and when Mota hits home run number 100, I will hop in and show you the box score. And I didn't have to wait very long. Very first game, when I hit triangle to sim the date, we win 4-1, and there you go. Edgar Mota, solo shot, goes 2 for 4, drives in 2, and gets career home run number 100. Bowden Francis with a really strong game. That's all it took. Man, if I'd have known, I'd have done it quicker. But hopefully that gets our offense going. And this is exactly what I was talking about with Floyd Medrano. Worst case is he's 71 overall with 72 potential. Best case is he's 83 and 84. But really good hit tool either way, especially if he comes in on the higher side. I would imagine it maybe comes in somewhere in the middle, and so he's in the high 70s for both. But that's the kind of guy right there that we're looking for to add to the team. And he's a switch hitter, can play all 3 outfield spots with great defense and speed. And I got quite a few games simmed. When you guys are playing your own franchise, and if you have guys that are struggling when you're watching the games, then don't watch. Go in, just hit triangle and quick sim the date. And sometimes that will fix your players, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter. Sometimes they need to get in a role. And it doesn't necessarily play the same when you're quick managing or just watching CPU versus CPU. All 3 of those ways play differently. So sometimes you just need to stop watching and start doing more simming. And that's what happened there. Is we had the home run here by Mota. The next day we lost 6-5. 2 hits for Grace, including another home run. 3 hits for Guzman, 2 for Garner. He got a triple. Mate with a steal. Gonsolin pitched but the bullpen just couldn't keep the lead. And then game 3, we win 6-5. 2 hits for Mate, 2 hits for Rosario. Drives in 3. Rada drives in 2. Siddiqui, 4 runs in 5 innings. Not a great start, but the bullpen gets the win. And then the Pirates come to town for 3, sweep those games, win 7-2 in game 1. 4 hits for Santana, 3 hits for Grace, 2 hits for Mota, 2 hits for Rada. Santana with 2 doubles, Mota with a home run and a triple. Home run for Santana and Grace. And Freddie Lorenz, 1 run over 6 innings, gets the win. Game 2, we win that 5-2. 2 hits for Mate, 3 hits for Rada, 2 hits for Rosario. Harvey with a home run, drives in 2. Steals a base as well, as Bremner has his best start of the season. Game 3, we win 7-0. 2 hits for Mota, including a home run. Rosario with a 2-run shot. Rada has 2 hits. Guzman, 3 hits and 3 RBI. Bowden Francis, another outing with no runs allowed. The guy's been a revelation this year. Nice bounce back for him as he goes to 4-1. Go to Minnesota, lose the first game 4-3. Mota 2 more hits. Santana 2 hits. Harvey 2 hits. Guzman 2 hits. Home run by Santana. Steal by Santana and Lofton. Gonsolin pitched okay, but the bullpen blew it late. Game 2, we bounce back though, win 9-3. Santana 2 more hits, 3 RBI. Mate 2 walks, 2 runs scored. Mota 2 hits, run scored, 2 walks, 3 hits for Rosario, drives in 2. Guzman drives in 2. Santana 2 home runs. Rosario with a home run. Siddiqui, kind of a shaky start, but he gets the win. And then game 3, we win that one 3-1 to take the series. Mota 4 for 4. Harvey 4 for 5. So his first 4-hit game as a pro. Steals a bag. Lorenz 1 run over 6 innings. Bullpen does the job and gets the win late. And then we go to Seattle, win the first game 2-1. Mota driving in a run. Guzman 2 hits, drives in a run. Bremner, another good start. Bullpen hangs in, gets the win for him. Next day we lose 7-6. 2 hits for Grace, 3 RBI. Santana drives in 2. 2 more hits for Harvey. Grace and Harvey with home runs. Francis kind of an 9 hits in 5 innings is not good. And then Eric Miller blows the save. Boovie loses it late. Then we get a 4-game series at home against Detroit. Sweep the series. Win the first game 2-1. 2 hits for Rosario, 2 hits for Lofton. Mate and Lofton with home runs. Gonsolin with a great start. Foley his 10th save. Game 2, we win 8-4. Grace 3 more hits. 2 more hits for Guzman. Santana 2 more steals. Siddiqui bounces back. Much better start. Bullpen's kind of shaky, but Foley gets the save. Game 3, we win 5-3. Santana, 1 hit, drives in a run. Garner drives home 2. That was a triple. Lorenz, 2 runs in 5 innings, and the bullpen handles it from there out. Foley with his 12th save. And then wrapping up that 4-game sweep, we win on Sunday 6-1. 3 hits for Keegan. Denzer Guzman with a 3-run homer. Mota with a solo shot. Santana, Garner with steals, and Bremner bouncing back, having much better starts in the sim where we don't watch each batter. He goes to 4-2 on the season, and we are now 22-11. 1 game behind the A's, 3 ahead of the Mariners, 5 ahead of the Astros, 9 ahead of the Rangers. Time for a statistic check. Mota up to 38 hits, 21 runs, 7 home runs, 22 ribs, hitting .306. That's much more in line with what he does. Rada hitting .307 with 2 and 16. Luke Grace, .315 with 5 home runs, 11 RBI. That is just ridiculous. Did not expect the power out of him. Mate, .266. He's kind of bouncing between hot and cold. 6 home runs, 17 ribs. Rosario, really good start. .291 with 4 and 17. Santana had a rough start. He's bounced back. .213 with 6 home runs, 16 RBIs, 17 steals. Ray Harvey up to .252 with 5 home runs, 5 stolen bases, 17 runs batted in. Guzman up to .216, heating up. Garner struggling. I'm going to bench him for a little bit. And since Ryan Ward's hitting .462, we're going to let Ward play every day in left field for a while and let Ricky sit. Pitching side, Freddie Lorenz, 4-2 with a .259 ERA, .097 whip. Derek Siddiqui, 4-2 with a .306 ERA, 52 strikeouts, 47 innings. Tyler Bremner up to 4-2, 44 Ks, 41 innings. Gonsolin's got a .305 ERA. Bowden Francis, 4-1 with a .315. Bullpen side, Danny Young, well. Boovie doing well. Miller, Tyson Miller, Perez, Brito. Everybody in the pen's pitching great. And even Jason Foley had a rough start, turning it on late, down to a .154 ERA. So we are doing great once we get into the sim and stop watching so much of the action. And we're going to get into the rest of this homestand, long homestand, 10-game homestand. And I think from here on out, we're going to run this through the 12th of May. And maybe we'll go through this one. We'll go through the first half of this trip against San Diego. But we're going to get some more player locks, especially with Ray Harvey. Want to get in and watch him. Maybe some with Mate, Santana, and maybe one of the pitchers. But I'm going to finish this episode off with more gameplay from the Major League level. And we have game 1 of this series against the Orioles. You see they have 21 wins, so these are 2 pretty evenly matched teams. Got Freddie Lorenz on the mound today for the Angels against Cutter Crawford for the Orioles. And we'll pick things up here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. No score. Clyde Rosario, first hit of the game. So he's on first with 2 outs. And let's watch Ray Harvey's at-bat. See Ray Harvey's numbers on the year. .248, 5-18. He's definitely warmed up since that first trip to Chicago. Harvey's worked the count full now. Runner on first is going to go on the pitch. Here it comes. There's a line drive into right field, and it's going to drop. Rosario's going to go to third base. Oh, he stopped at second. Why did he do that? He was running on the pitch. All right, well, we got a hit for Ray. See the replay. Driving that outside pitch. Nelson Rada strikes out to end the inning. Then we go to bottom of the 4th inning. We loaded the bases last inning and couldn't get the run home. So Rosario 2 for 2 now as he leads off the inning with a single. Now it's time to watch Ray Harvey again. Harvey with a single his first time. Gets that average over 250 now. Harvey down on the count quickly. 0-2. Got to protect. There's a pitch from Crawford. And it's going to be a high fly ball in the left center field. And that's going to get down and go 1 hop off the wall. Rosario is going to round third. Throw comes back in, and he's going to score. So there we go. The Angels up to 1-0 lead here. Ray Harvey, a single and a double. The replay. Pulls this one. Rips it into the gap. There we go. Love to see him heating up. We need more protection from Mota in the lineup. Edgar Mota here in the bottom of the fifth. 1 out double. Ward and Rosario both walks. Now we have bases loaded, 2 out for Ray Harvey. 2 hits on the day. Let's check out this at-bat. He's having a good game on camera right now. 2 for 2, single, double, RBI. Big chance here with the bases loaded and 2 out. All right, down in the count 0-2 now. Got to protect. Here's Crawford's pitch. And swings through and strikes out. So nothing happens on that one. That's a shame. Still lead 1-0 after 5. And Matt Wallner gives the Orioles a 2-1 lead with a 2-run shot here in the 7th inning off Freddie Lorenz. And Jackson Holliday with a RBI single here in the 8th makes it 3-1. Time to go to the pen. Gunnar Henderson with a 2-run shot, and it's now 5-1 as the Orioles explode late in this game. Ray Harvey's going to lead things off here in the bottom of the 8th. We have left the bases loaded twice so far in this game. First pitch from Zach Jackson's low. Harvey 2 for 3 with a double, a single, an RBI. Struck out with the bases loaded last time up. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And it's going to be a high fly ball in left, and that'll be handled for the first out. And 3 straight singles off their closer, Felix Bautista, makes it 5-2. Ryan Ward up. He grounds out. Rosario, sac fly. It's 5-3. Ray Harvey now. He's a tying run at the plate with 2 outs. Let's see if he can get this big fly and tie this game up. And before we do that, the Orioles are going to the pen. Bautista had a rough inning, so someone else is going to come in for them. And it's going to be Tony Santillan. See his numbers on the season. Righties are crushing them. All right, Ray, 2 for 4, single, double, RBI. Big fly here, ties the game. Single makes it 5-4. 1-0 pitch from Santillan. Going to be pop foul behind the plate, and there's going to be room, and that's going to end the game. Tough loss. As I said, we had bases loaded twice, couldn't get anybody home. Then the Orioles offense exploded late. See the final line score. Keaton win with the win. Freddie Lorenz drops to 4-3. Santillan gets his first save, and the Orioles win game 1 of this series. Box score, they only had 4 hits, 2 home runs. Our side, Santana big 0 for 5, 2 hits for Grace, 3 hits for Mota, 2 for Rosario, 2 for Harvey. No home runs. Lorenz, 4 runs, 3 earned, 9 strikeouts. Danny Young gives up a run. And we drop a game that we had plenty of chances to win. In game 2 against the Orioles, Bobby Miller on the mound for them, Tyler Bremner on the mound for us. And I'm going to make a switch here. Both Mate and Santana are struggling, so we're going to flip them. I have Jesus lead off, drop Santana to clean up, see if we can jumpstart them and then move them back later on. Tyler Bremner on the mound for the Angels today. Look at his last 3 starts, 22 Ks, only 2 walks in 20 innings with an 0.90 ERA and an 0.85 whip. I'd say he's on fire. And the Orioles jump on him early, a 1-out single followed by a double, and it's 1-0 O's. And we'll jump in and watch Ray Harvey's at-bats in this game as well. Santana led off with a single, stole second. Got a fly out from Ward, a walk by Rosario. So we have 2 on, 1 out. Big RBI spot here early. All right, Ray up to 254, 5-19. See if he can come through in the clutch here. Base hit will easily drive in Santana from second. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Miller. It's going to be a high fly ball, shallow left field towards the line. Left fielders got it, and the runners are both going to have to hold. Edgar Mota ties it up with a solo shot here in the bottom of the 4th. And here in the bottom of the 5th, game tied at 1. Ray Harvey leading things off. Takes a strike on the first pitch. 0 for 1 today. 2 for 6 in the series. Count even 2-2. Here's Bobby Miller's pitch. And he swings and misses on a nasty pitch down and in and strikes out as they throw down to first. Get the first out of the inning. And Luke Grace with an RBI single. Guzman got a 2-out triple. Mate walked. Grace singles him home. So we have 2 on and 2 out for Edgar Mota. Is already homered. He grounds out. Sam Basalo with a solo shot with 2 out here. Then the 6th inning evens this game at 2. And here, bottom of the 6th inning, Santana hit by a pitch, stole second. Ward strikes out. Rosario singles, but Santana was gunned down. So now Harvey's up with 1 on and 2 out. Need a big fly here, extra base hit. First pitch from Miller, strike at the knees. There's Harvey 0 for 2 today. 2 hits in game 1. Need a clutch hit here. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Miller. And it's going to be a shot into right field and right to the right fielder for the 3rd out. And picking up in the bottom of the 9th, still tied at 2. Nobody on, 1 out. Braxton Ashcraft pitching for Orioles and a smash to third base. Westberg gets it and he throws and gets Harvey on 1 quick pitch here in the bottom of the inning. And the Angels win 3-2 in 10. As Denzer Guzman singled to start the inning and Mate with a walk-off double. Check the box score. 2 hits for Henderson, 2 hits for Lucas Dunn. Not a bad start for Miller. Our side, 7 hits, bunch of scattered hits all over except Guzman had 2 walks for Mate. Mota with the home run, 2 steals for Santana, 1 for Mate. Bremner, really good start, bullpen, throws 4 no-hit innings, and we get the win in game 2 and even up the series. In game 3, we win 10-8, and I would say Jesus Mate jumping to the leadoff spot has been the correct call. Check out this box score. See Holiday 3 hits, Henderson 3 hits, drives in 5. They both hit home runs. Look at that bottom line there. Felix Bautista, 2 hits, 2 walks, and gives up 4 runs in the 9th inning to lose the game. And that's because Jesus Mate went 4 for 5, scored 3 runs, hit 2 home runs, including a walk-off grand slam off Felix Bautista to drive in 7. Dominic Keegan, 2 hits, 2 runs scored. Odin Francis, not a good start. Eric Miller, terrible performance, but Phil Perez has our best inning of the entire game and gets the win. But yeah, Jesus Mate, 4 for 5, 2 home runs, grand slam, walk-off win. My goodness. Now the Angels travel down the coast. They go to San Diego to take on the Padres. Love this ballpark. And we're going to player lock on Jesus Mate since he's super hot right now, and we'll get a couple of games of him in this series. See what he did yesterday. Just simply phenomenal 9th inning by the entire Angels lineup. And on mound for the Padres, Jagger Haynes. Don't know anything about him, but he's having a rough season so far. We'll get to Mate right away as he's leading off the game. And he tries to lay a bunt down, and it's going to go foul. Dude just hit 2 home runs, and he's trying to bunt his way on. At least he's doing his job as a leadoff man. Mate evens the count at 2. Here's Haynes' pitch. And chases a slider and strikes out, and that's how we start the game. And Ryan Ward, RBI single, drives in the first run of the game. 2-run shot by Wagner gives the Padres the lead. Now we hop to the top of the 3rd. Mate struck out to lead off the game. He's going to lead off the Angels. And the pitch from Haynes. Be a pop fly into shallow right center field. Center fielder Jackson Merrill's going to have that for the first out. After Grace walked, Mota strikes out, Santana RBI double. This game is tied. Here we are in the top of the 4th inning. Rada left with a single. Harvey was hit by a pitch. Ward grounded out. Guzman walks, and now the bases are loaded. 1 out for Jesus Mate. Let's see if he can hit another big fly. All right, Jesus. You did it yesterday against Bautista. Do it now against Haynes. He's getting tired. Here's the pitch. Here's a shot into left center field. Jackson Merrill on the run. Caught. Tag. Throw home. And he is safe. There we go. Sac fly works. We take the lead. Not a big fly, but we'll take it. We hop to the top of the 6th inning. 1 out single by Guzman. Mate up again. Mate with the sac fly his last at-bat. Flips around to bat left-handed now with the right-handed pitcher on the mound. The head and count 1-0. Here's Vassal's pitch. Here's a shot into right field, and that's going to easily be caught by Tatis for the 2nd out. And the Padres tie it with an RBI single by Geraldo Perdomo. And then we pick it up in the top of the 8th. Jesus Mate up again. 3 straight walks to start the inning. So Mate up with the bases loaded for the 2nd time today. Let's see if he can get it hit this time. All right, Jesus. 0 for 3 with a sac fly. Extra base hit would be awesome right now. Sean Reynolds struggling in this inning. And it's going to be a little squeeze play bunt back to the catcher. And everybody's going to be safe. Wow. What a decision there. Because we take the lead on the bases loaded suicide squeeze. And the Padres come back and tie the game. lefty, gave up 2 hits. Finally took him out when Bogarts pinch hit for Wagner. Brought in Jason Foley. He walked Bogarts, gives up a single to Salas. It's now 4-4. Still bases loaded, 2 out. Gets out of it. Go to the 9th. Pick it up here on the top of the 10th. Mason Miller on the mound for the Padres. Guzman singled on base for the 2nd time today. Actually 3rd time because he has a walk. Now bring in Made, trying to give us the lead again. All right, Jesus, time to flex that power bat like you did off Bautista yesterday. Here's a high fly ball into right field. Tatis racing back and shy of the track. He'll have it. That's the first out of the inning. And we'll pick things up here in the top of the 12th. Nobody on, 1 out. Jesus Made facing Randy Vasquez. There's Made, 1 for 5 with a single, 2 RBI. Squeeze play. Big squeeze play, big run. Gave us the 4-3 lead. And a ground ball, second base, going to have that, and that's the 2nd out. And we finally break through in the top of the 16th inning. Harvey with a 1-out double, Guzman with a 2-out double. Now bring in Jesus Made, rough 1 for 7 game here, see if we can get another tack-on run. All right, Jesus, I want to watch you into a slump again. First pitch swinging is a little flare in the left field, and that's going to drop. Run around third, here comes the throw, and he is safe. See the replay. Made just dumps that into left field. Green comes up throwing. Good slide. We get the extra tack-on run. Just what we needed. Padres get 1 run back. 1 out hit by pitch, followed by a triple. Intentional walk to Manny Machado. Merrill strikes out. And they got him caught stealing. Wow, so we win the game 6-5. A crazy game, crazy back and forth game. 16 innings, we get the win. Take game 1. Brito in relief gets the win, and Phil Perez his first save. Look at this box score. There were 37 hits in this game. Made 2 for 8, drives in 3. Rosario 4 hits, Rada 3 hits, Harvey 2 hits, Guzman 3 hits, no home runs. We hit 5 doubles. Gonsolin pitched well, only gave up 2 runs the rest of the way. A lot of innings, 16 innings, 14 strikeouts. Their side, Perdomo, Tatis with 2, Garcia 3, Merrill and Machado with 2. Ethan Salas goes 5 for 6. And Randy Vasquez had to pitch 4 innings, 4+ innings in relief. And game 2, we win 7-1. Santana back in the leadoff spot, mostly because some guys needed rest, and he goes 4 for 5 as a double and a home run. Biggio, 2 hits, 2 RBI. Keegan, 3 hits, drives in 2. Keegan also hits a home run. Siddiqui, 8 innings, 1 run, 4 hits, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. Brito finishes it off. And we win the series, and now we go for the series sweep. In game 3, Freddie Lorenz against Rangers Suarez. Back in San Diego for game 3 as we Angels go for a sweep. And we're going to watch Ricky Garner as he's going to hop into the lineup and give Ryan Ward a day off. And we'll pick it up here in the top of the first. Santana, leadoff double. Made walked. 2 outs later. Ricky Garner's coming up. We're going to watch him bat today. Got a lefty on the mound. He does well against lefties. Ricky had to sit for about a week or so maybe he can get out of this cold slump right here. Here's the first pitch from Suarez. Swings over it for a strike. See his numbers, 171, 1-9. Don't really want to send him to the minors. Ricky's even the count at 2. Got a big RBI chance here in the first. Here's a pitch from Suarez, and he swings over it and strikes out as he is prone to do, and that ends the inning. And the Padres jump on us early. Tatis single, stolen base, scores on Riley Green's single. And we get it right back. 1 out single by Keegan, followed by single by Guzman, and Nick Lofton, a 2-run double. And we pick it up here on the top of the third. Nobody on, 2 out. Ricky back up again. All right, Ricky, might need to leave you in and do some simming to get you jump-started. First pitch swinging, that's a tapper foul. Garner already has 45 strikeouts on the season. He is really struggling. Here's a line drive base hit up the middle. That's what he needed right there. Get this 2-out rally started. I'll bring in Nelson Rada. So he's 3 for 9 in the series with a double. See if he can find a gap here and expand this lead. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to short, and a flip to second. What a nasty play that was. A little glove flip, and that ends the inning. Bogart's showing off. Nick Lofton with a 2-out single, followed by an RBI double by Santana. It's 3-1. And pick it up here on the top of the 5th. Nobody on, 2 out again for Ricky. 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. If he can get things going, get out of that cold slump. Count even at 1. Here's the pitch. It's a line drive into left field, but it's right at the left fielder, Riley Green, and that's the end of the inning. And Ricky Garner up again here in the 7th inning. Got bases loaded and 2 outs. See if he can get a base hit here and expand this lead. Huge RBI chance right here. Do not strike out. Need you to put this ball in play. Count even at 2. Come on, Ricky. Drive it. Let's go. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses and strikes out on a nasty sweeper, and we don't score any more runs. Still carry a 3-1 lead into the bottom of the inning. And we'll pick it up here in the top of the 9th. Still 3-1. Made walked, stole second. Mota walked. Rosario flies out. Another big RBI chance for Ricky Garner. All right, Ricky. Trying to work you out of this slump. Let you face lefties. You hit better against lefties. Heading to count 1-0. Here's a pitch from Matsui. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle and through. Mane's around third. Here comes the throw, and he is safe. And there we go. Tack on run. Garner with his 2nd hit of the day. Clutch RBI in the 9th. See the replay. Just a little tapper. That's all you need. Especially with Made's speed. No chance to get him at the plate. Even with a good throw, he's safe. And Jason Foley would come in and get the save as we sweep the series. Lorenz goes to 5-3, Suarez to 2-3, and that's number 14 for Foley. Check the box score. Santana, 3 more hits, 2 hits for Ricky, and that big RBI to add on a run. 2 hits for Guzman. Lofton filling in for Harvey, goes 3 for 3, drives into, also gets a walk. Made with his 10th steal. Freddie, 1 run, 3 hits, 3 walks, 5 Ks in 7 innings. Miller and Foley do their job, and we get the series sweep. And we're going to stop gameplay in the episode right here. You can see as we started the month of May, we've gone 11-3, swept the Tigers for 4 at home, sweep the Padres for 3 on the road, and going to finish this road trip at LA, at Oakland. That'll be for the next episode. Right now we are 29-13, 1 game better than the A's, 3.5 over the Astros. And anybody else have a better winning percentage than us? Yes, the Yankees are 30-13. So we have the 2nd best record in all of baseball. See over there on the right, we're ranked 7th overall, 1st in speed, 4th in contact. Still got to work on that power. But our guys are hitting their stride here early in the season. And next episode, we will get through this rest of this big road trip. Dodgers, they're under 500. That's something else. But we get the A's for 3 and the Yankees for 3. And then the rest of the month of June, we'll have Seattle and the A's again. Get the Yankees for 4. So it's going to be a big 2-month stretch. We're going to take it all the way up to the draft, which is right here on the 13th of July. So basically going to get 2 months of action in the next episode. But we have a lot of games against the A's and Yankees. So that'll be the main focus of that episode. Plus, we'll get the rest of the scouting done so you guys know what the draft looks like. We're going to be picking late, so it's going to be all on our Discovery Scout. That's going to wrap it up for this episode. Hey, if you like content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out. Hit that notification bell so you know when the next episode goes live. And I will see you in the next episode. As I said, a lot of action against the A's and Yankees. You guys take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.